Welcome to InfoWare. Today we're going to talk about the MapTrip interface, which can be used by your application to remote control our GPS navigation. And you can use it to start MapTrip to go to a certain address, for instance. And next to me is Dirk.
Yeah. Right.
And he has written an application that is using the MapTrip interface, and he's going to explain how it works.
Yeah. And this is the application which we see here at the phone. And to keep it simple, I would say one explanation and then we start it.
Mm-hmm.
Important is to understand that MapTrip interface uses callback methods, and these methods I have to implement. And later they will be called. That's it. And to demonstrate it, I will start our application, this simple application here. Go. And what we see is, here is a function which I wrote in my own application to start a reference route, a feature of MapTrip interface, of MapTrip. And now we are here at a breakpoint which I inserted to show what will happen later. And normally, as a programmer, I would expect that step by step this function would be run. This line, then this line, then
would
this
be
line,
executed.
and then this line will be executed. Correct. And until later I'm here.
Yes.
But when now I resume the debugger, you will see that at the right side,
MapTrip has calculated the route.
Yeah, exact. Has calculated the route, and the MapTrip interface calls one of my implemented callback methods of MTI. You know, I'm not in the function before where I have been before. Now I'm here. MapTrip called this function, and if I resume the debugger,
to tell that it has calculated the route.
Correct.
So that's the information that you received.
That's very important to tell this point.
So MapTrip just told your application, "Hey, I'm done. I calculated the route."
Yeah.
Okay.
And what is important is to understand that if you call an MTE function, you have to wait a little moment.
MTI is the German pronunciation of MTI, which stands for MapTrip Interface.
Yeah, so MTI. And if you call a function of MTI, sometimes MTI has to do a job under the hood, and so you cannot.
And it takes a while.
Yeah, it takes sometimes a while. It has to calculate a route, for example.
Yeah.
And so we have to wait for this.
So your program can't just go on. It has to stay there and wait until the callback arrives, and then you can proceed.
That's it. So now I resume the debugger. And now, again, I'm in my own function, which I implemented here before.
Yeah.
And you see this all lines were executed. This loop is executed.
Yes.
And that's it. Now you can see we jump back into my application, and that's it. And what you can see here is I prepared some logging informations.
Yeah.
And now I will jump to the log file, and you can see once again what happened. Here is my log file. I have to synchronize it. And just a moment. Here you can see that at first, sorry for the...
you can take this window and
move it here. Okay. Now you can see here at first I called the MapTrip interface function. Then the loop is running as long as
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Some 100 times.
25 times.
Much more. Until you can see here, until the callback comes in 4,000 times.
Yeah.
These are some milliseconds only. And then step 4, the callback was called. And then later the step 3 of my own function. This is another function after this.
So that's how long it took.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is something that sometimes people don't do right and at the in the beginning, and they run into problems, and that's why we decided to show this in the video and explain it again. And this this application that you wrote is also available on GitHub, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
it's ref routes called ref routes.
yeah.
And I think that later we will show the link to the
Right. Yeah. So you can download this application that he wrote. If you want to see how to use MTI, you can take a look at the application at the source code. And what you can also always do is send us an email, write to support@infoware.de. It goes directly to Dirk, and he will try to help you. And we hope that you found this video helpful or interesting. And yeah, we wish you good luck and have a lot of fun with MapTrip and MTI.
Yeah, thanks.